Rain lashed against the windows of the Greyhaven Orphanage the night Amaya arrived. She was just a baby, swaddled in a threadbare blanket, left on the steps with no note and no explanation. The only thing she had was a peculiar birthmark on her upper arm, shaped like an intricate spiral. No one came looking for her, and no one could explain where she came from. Amaya always felt different, not just because of her unknown origins, but because of the shadows. They whispered to her. At first she thought it was her imagination, but the voices grew stronger over time. They would rise from the darkest corners of the orphanage. She learned quickly to keep it to herself as the other children mocked her whenever she tried to explain. By 16, the whispers weren't just voices. The shadows moved when she was upset, stretching, flickering, even bending to her will. Desperate for answers, she began sneaking out at night and wandering the streets. One evening on the edge of the woods, she discovered the truth. She could summon shadows, shape them, and even vanish into them when frightened. One stormy night, while reading in the library, Amaya felt a presence behind her. Startled, she turned, but the room appeared empty. Then a voice spoke softly. "You've grown into your gift, Amaya." She spun around, her hands instinctively summoning a ripple of shadows. A tall man stepped out from the darkness, his green eyes glowing faintly. He looked familiar, though she couldn't place him. "Who are you?" she demanded. "I'm Dorian," he said calmly. "Your cousin. I've been watching over you." "Watching me? Why?" "You were left here for your protection," Dorian explained. "Our family isn't ordinary. You've inherited our power, but you're different, stronger. And if you don't learn to control it, it will consume you." Dorian extended a gloved hand. "Come with me. I can teach you to control the shadows before they control you." Amaya hesitated. She didn't trust him. How could she? But deep down, she knew she couldn't face this alone. The darkness within her was growing too strong. Reluctantly, she reached out and took his hand. The moment their palms touched, the shadows rippled around them, as though acknowledging Dorian's presence. "Good," he said with a faint smile. "You're stronger than I thought, but there's much more to learn." As they stepped out into the night, the shadows seemed to part for them, revealing a world Amaya had never imagined. For the first time, she felt like she might finally uncover the truth about who she was and what she was meant to become. But she couldn't shake the feeling that the shadows she controlled might also be her greatest enemy.